Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Today we're going to do a side-by-side comparison on the Acer A200 and the Samsung Galaxy Tablet 10.1. Now both of these are running Android, however currently one has an advantage on the newest OS, which is the Acer has Android 4.0, so it is the latest and greatest out of Android. Samsung is running 3.2, but it currently does have the best interface, which is TouchWiz. It's just the best on top of interface out there for Android at this time. So what does this mean for each one? Well, each interface is going to have a little bit of differences. On the Acer, you'll get the nice sleek looking design of Android 4.0. On the Samsung Galaxy Tab, you'll have TouchWiz interface, which does make things a little bit easier, very simple. That is definitely the appeal of TouchWiz. If you want a simple Android tablet, has to be Samsung. Now, each one has its own kind of customization, which you can kind of see on the bottom. Samsung has one extra button, which is just a nice screen capture button. Really quick, easy, you don't have to download an app separately or anything like that, you just have it right built in. Now, as for the middle buttons, they both have one, and they both do different things actually. For the Acer on this side, we have a volume control button. We have 4 apps that you can customize to be whatever, including a screenshot capture. So now we can do the screenshot capture from here. It just takes a little bit longer, definitely. One thing we've noticed in using both of them. And it's something extra to have to do, go into a menu instead of just touch a button. Now from here you can also do things like any app you basically choose to do. And you also have a quick access to all your favorite bookmarks. On here, Samsung took a step forward in doing the first ever multitasking for a tablet. Now what this means is you can be going on, say, the Android market, and these apps are still up right here. So say if I was downloading apps and someone called me and wanted to see if I was free today. Well, I can pull up my calendar and it goes right on top of the app. So whatever you're doing in the background does not affect this. Even if I go home, that goes home, but this is still here. So, and you can actually interface with it entirely on the go, which is really nice. Just the first step towards multitasking, whether it be calculator, pen memo, world clock, or even task manager. Say that market that is now closed, I can actually end that task and then it is no longer running. For Android 4.0 on the Acer, you can of course just swipe away. So each of them are a bit comparable. For doing the better middle button, I would still have to give it to Samsung just because simply it is nice to be able to do multitasking, true multitasking on a tablet. Now in terms of hardware, there's no getting over the fact that the Samsung is much thinner comparing to the Acer. It's going to be a lot thinner. Now the plus side is obviously it's thinner, lighter, and definitely has a bit more premium feel to it. However, in comparison, the Acer has ports for its thickness. So you do actually get ports on the side like a full USB, a micro USB for charging, and of course a micro SD card slot for expandability. So these are ports that the Samsung Galaxy Tablet 10.1 does not have, and it's definitely noticeable. The one downside to the Acer, of course, is, as we went over in another video, it does not have a camera. Whereas the Samsung Galaxy Tablet is one of the only ones that not only has a camera, but does have a LED flash as well. Something very scarce right now in tablets is having the LED flash. So definitely noticeable. Both have nice materials on the back. We do like the Samsung's a little bit better just because it's a nice coat that really repels fingerprints, as where the Acer has a really nice grip to it, but it just doesn't have the same kind of premium feel as the Samsung. Also, when it comes to speakers, they both have stereo speakers, but the Acer's is on the back, whereas the Samsung is right on the side of each side. So you definitely get a better sound output on the Samsung Galaxy tablet. Now, definitely one of the only downsides to the Acer, as we've said in our previous video, has been that the screen. The screen is probably the biggest noticeable difference if you ever see these two tablets side by side, and that is that Samsung literally has the best screen on the market when it comes to tablets right now, as where Acer definitely is one thing that you lose compared to the other low-end tablets on the 10-inch market. Now, which one would you get and should you get? Well, right now, definitely in terms of OS, I do prefer the Android 4.0 on the Acer. However, Samsung has already committed that the Samsung Galaxy tablet will have Android 4.0 likely before summer. So it will have this update, it just doesn't have it now, which is a miss. Now, if we were to go over this a week ago, for price overall, the Acer would definitely win just for pricing. However, something just happened. The Samsung used to be $499. The Acer is currently $349. Now, why I bring this up is because the Samsung has recently dropped in price to $399. So, being there's only a $50 difference between the two, it would definitely have to go to what you prefer. If you do want, a USB port, it definitely is nice to have. So that would go to the Acer. However, if you just wanted the more premium feel and just really well made tablet, not to mention still the lightest, or one of the lightest and still the thinnest tablet on the market, it would definitely, one of the thinnest tablets on the market, it would definitely have to go to Samsung. It just is really well off, really well supported, and the best thing is every time you view this tablet, it just pops. Everything about the screen just shows off, and being a $50 difference, you get a much more premium feel when you have the Samsung tablet. So it is up to you, but still overall I would say the Samsung Galaxy tablet, especially at $399, gives you the more premium feel and a better user experience. Thank you for watching. My name is RICKY, the Android Guy. Hey guys, have an Android question? Feel free to click the I have a question button, if you have a question. Or you can just leave us a question in the comment section down below. I'll respond ASAP. Or if your question's really good, I'll dedicate a whole video towards it. This is RICKY, the Android Guy. Oh yeah, and of course subscribe to us, because in the Android we trust.